In the 19th century or the 1800s, we have this massive move west. From your perspective, west. There we go. We have west. We have this massive move west, right? Because the East Coast has similar to Europe become entrenched. That there are people who already own the land, a class system has been created, and the only way for somebody to achieve their dream is to move west. That is, the land is still available for the taking, and our manifest destiny says that all of that land needs to be claimed in the name of the United States. So we as a nation are moving west, looking for gold, looking for land, homesteading, right? Creating this new world for ourselves. And at the same time, we're starting to realize that enslaving people is probably not in line with the rhetoric of this new community. So there is Emancipation Proclamation after a long and bloodied civil war, and there are also several pockets of the United States that believe that was still a poor decision. So we're starting to resolve these issues and realize that enslaving individuals is wrong. But nonetheless, we are still moving thousands, hundreds of thousands of indigenous people off their own land into reservations, right? Effectively interning them in spaces that are deemed acceptable for them to live, so the rest of the land can be made available to white settlers. Right? So again, there is this rhetoric of the American dream. You have freedom. We've got these levels of freedom now. We've got levels of a dream. We have a free people, free white men, white Christian men, that can move freely through this land, own land, and carve out a dream for themselves. We have a class of free black individuals who technically are free to achieve the American dream, but are still restricted through a wide variety of institutional discrimination, what would come to be known as Jim Crow laws, a lack of generational wealth, a lack of generational education, right? So the rhetoric is there for those individuals, but the opportunity, the practice, and the resources are not. Then we also have a class of indigenous people who their freedoms have been actively restricted in order for these other groups to advance and excel.